Getting it, out the settlement. Hold the line to get connected to a hip-hop specialist. Be a registrant. It only takes a second to see your benefit like a settlement. I'm talking about Fifth Element. Supreme Kai, the perfectionist. Crash when your bag is learned. Buffet, I'm about to serve. Fresh out of canapes, I want the hors d'oeuvres with a hunger indescribable to put into words. The host with the most. OT from the D. Creator, others really good family. DJ 7, young got discretion. Cool, go hard in the paint like resin. Ray Sun checking with the scoop for your teacup. How do we know that? I swear he knows some higher ups. DJ Slim is the linchpin to the crew. Locked in, turned up like an Allen screw. Together we the squad. Salute our supporters like Captain Picard. Congratulations in advance. Confetti, toothpick, cake, clean, we fresh out and ready. Fifth Element.
Yo, what up, dawg?
Yeah.
It's your boy OTZ from the D. Back again for another installment of the Fifth Element Hip Hop Podcast. With my guy, Ray Sun.
What up?
My girl, Supreme Kai Senpai.
In the building as usual.
Hollywood Bud.
Here again.
Hollywood. And my guy, DJ 7.
Yo, yeah,
Turning up at the schools and shit, turning them out, you know what I mean?
Hey, man, all I gotta say is DP,
Crazy.
crazy.
And the incredible, unstoppable, magnificent DJ Slim. Yo, DJ's favorite DJ. You did.
Yeah, peace, y'all. Peace.
Straight up. Yo. So, Ray, man, what we got going on in the world of hip hop today, man?
Man, you know, it's a lot going on as usual.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna take it back a week though. I don't want to be late on our news. You know what I mean?
Right.
Dave Chappelle was in the news, or is in the news, for his last Netflix special, The Closer.
Right.
So it's causing a big stir in the LGBTQ community once again. So okay, basically Dave Chappelle has his last Netflix show called The Closer.
Right.
And he's just doing Dave Chappelle, doing his regular stand-up comedy, pissing people off.
Right, definitely pissing people off, particularly the LGBTQ community.
Right.
You know.
LGBTQX, Latinx.
It's LGBTQIA.
IA.
Plus.
Okay. Plus.
Hey,
That's
look,
the
man.
entire title.
You know what?
Past my pay grade.
You know what I mean?
I don't even know that, but the more you know.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Right. That's a lot.
Okay, so and I'm gonna throw some more letters out there. The NBJC, which is the National Black Justice Coalition,
Okay.
and GLAAD, GLAAD, which is the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation,
Okay.
along with some other groups, are asking Netflix to pull or remove Chappelle's latest stand-up.
Right.
David Johns, the executive director of the NBJC, says it's deeply disappointing that Netflix allowed Dave Chappelle's lazy and hostile transphobia and homophobia to air on its platform. So, I don't know if y'all seen it. Have y'all seen it? Y'all watched it?
I've seen it.
I've seen the special, man.
I actually watched it twice, just to make sure that, you know, if I was able to give an opinion on it, it will be somewhat of an intelligent opinion.
Right.
And, you know, basically he said that he had an objective in the special. I feel like the objective that he wanted to do was to make a point. And I feel like his point was made. And I feel like how he feels echoes the sentiments of a lot of people.
Right.
Okay. And you know, the thing about it is that he did so many inappropriate jokes. Oh my God, so many. Like when it first came on, I didn't think I was going to be able to sit through the whole hour. I'm serious. It was, you know, it was very cringy, you know, and it was hard to listen to. It was a wild ride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he basically said in essence that, you know, that he's not transphobic. He used the word transphobic to describe himself,
Right.
Jokingly, I feel like.
Right.
You know, in a mocking manner. But he basically was saying that, you know, he's jealous of their movement being so much far advanced, you know, in its nature than his own. And, you know, I mean, I can't disagree.
I hear that.
Okay.
Right. You want to tread lightly around this subject.
I'm
because
not-
it be-
look.
You know, you don't even know who listening and who be trying to get you canceled
Right,
before
we don't
you
want
even
to
start.
the fifth
I'm
element
not-
canceled.
I'm not
man.
even big enough to be worrying about being canceled.
Hey, man, you look.
But he did jokes about everybody. He
Right.
did jokes about
He did.
Asians being attacked, right?
Right.
He did jokes about black men getting killed by the police.
Yep.
So it just seems like the outrage is really selective. You know what I'm saying?
It's real selective.
It's
you know?
selective to me.
It all depends on who's being talked about for people to start feeling outrage. And right now, you know, that's the popular community. So anything that you say about them, they on your head. I'm like, look at the baby.
Right.
You know, like, you know.
Right. So
He's not even worried no more.
right. So Dave
I
Chappelle,
don't blame him.
Dave Chappelle, he spoke on the baby saying it's okay to shoot a nigga in America, but not hurt a gay person's feelings.
Yep.
So-
he did say that. I saw
Yeah.
it on
He said that
Instagram.
in the special.
Right.
Yeah.
He's already
Right.
really pissed them folks off.
Hey, man, I'm like, when no riots happening or no call for cancellation when that happened.
No.
It was
Right.
all good. You know, it's all good in the hood.
So
Kill somebody.
Netflix responded to the backlash and confirmed Dave's special will not be removed. Netflix's co-CEO says
Right.
adults can watch violence, assault, and abuse, or enjoy shocking stand-up comedy.
Right.
So they
You
put
know,
that to bed quick.
It really be putting a real, I want to say, like, it feel like they trying to censorship, like do too much censorship. Like it's putting a real bad light on freedom of speech and people taking things so seriously that you can't even say what you feel no more. Now it's like if you say something, now it's like a whole group can take the way you live away, take the amount of money that you take to feed your kids away. And and to me, I'm sorry, I feel like that the cancel culture breeds more negative things than it does positive.
It absolutely
Because
does.
That's what Dave was talking about.
You never know what a man's gonna do if he can't feed his family. I'm like, you take hence the neighborhoods we grew up in. People couldn't feed their family, so a lot of criminal activity started happening. You start pushing people into a point to where they can't feed their family because you want to cancel them because of a thing you may not like they said. Okay, don't listen to it. Call it as bullshit and keep it pushing.
I think
You know, and I'm like, you ain't got to do nothing else.
Dave Chappelle's gonna be fine because Tekashi is fine.
Facts.
Oh my God!
Speak on it.
Bug, young Bug.
He just underlined the whole point, y'all.
Facts.
Listen to him.
Facts. Kashi ain't worried about nothing. Look that man in his face. He ain't got no worries.
I ain't got no worry. I ain't got no worry.
Whoa.
All right, check it out. I'm gonna move on with some news about Chicago drill rap.
Right.
So, do y'all know who FBG Duck is? Y'all heard of FBG Duck?
I've heard
I've
of him. I'm not that big on drill.
Okay.
I'm not big
Not
on his
that
music, but
knowledgeable
I've heard of him.
on it.
Okay, so he's a drill rapper from Chicago. He was gunned down in Chicago's Gold Coast area, which is like the Beverly Hills shopping area in the Chi.
Oh, wow.
Right. He was standing in line outside when two cars pulled up and 4 shooters gunned him down back in August.
Yikes.
So the FBI been on the case. The FBI have finally arrested and charged 5 men in his death.
Right.
And those men are reportedly part of the O-Block gang where King Von was from.
Dang.
The people they arrested, their names are C-Thang, Muwop, and DQ, and Boss Top. And another cat named Zell, who took his own life, has reported he was one of the shooters also.
That's what they mama named him?
No, of course not. No, crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
So my thing is, I don't know if y'all listen to drill rap, but
Right.
why is it so disrespectful? FBG Duck, the guy that passed away, he had a song called Dead Bitches where he was talking about his dead ops. You know what I'm saying? And going from there, there's
Hey, man,
Lil
look.
Durk and King Von. Rest in peace, King Von.
Right.
But they were drill artists too. They talk crazy about their dead ops. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, we already know about the power of energy and the stuff you put out in the air.
Right.
You put stuff out there, man, I'm like, it's like a boomerang, man. Don't be surprised when it show up on your doorstep.
Man.
I'm like, you putting out dead ops and killing people and all of that kind of energy, man. I'm like, if it comes back to you, you can't really be too surprised that somebody show up to your house with a pistol because you met them with a pistol,
So check it out. There's some. So that was in Chicago, right?
Right.
Jacksonville, Florida, has their own drill scene also.
Yeah, my brother's out there.
Young and Ace.
Shout out Maverick.
Boom. Right.
Yep.
So they got some rappers out in Florida, right? They got Fulio.
Yeah.
He got a new song called "List of Dead Ops."
Oh, wow.
Right.
That's
See.
specific.
So Fulio was shot 12 times after dissing Young and Ace, which is another Florida rapper.
Boy, they wilding right now, boy. I'm like, they
So check
wilding.
it. Fulio was shot 12 times. Young and Ace has a song, Who I Smoke, which is on the charts, I'm pretty sure.
Yikes.
Young and Ace was shot 8 times. He had 3 friends in the car with him. All of them were killed the night he was shot 8 times, leaving a birthday party dinner.
That's crazy.
Spot him got him from there. He was shot 5 times, I think last month.
That's crazy.
So it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
I mean, I don't know a lot about
Wait,
this
who's
music.
alive?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know a lot about this, but like I'm starting to pick up on a theme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely a thing.
Like, I mean, the people getting shot and killed it seems to be, you know, a lot of music about shooting and killing people that leads to people getting shot and killed.
Right.
Am I wrong or nah?
No.
I think
no,
I
you
would have
definitely
heard about Young and Ace and Fulio getting shot 8 and 12 times. But
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
So the music is wild. It's a reflection of what they're going through down there.
Right. Yeah. Sound like a war zone.
It
out
sounds
there,
like
huh?
Right.
a
It's definitely a war
self-fulfilling
zone.
It is.
prophecy.
What else you got, Ray, man? I'm
crazy.
starting to feeling melancholy right now, man. What we
Yeah,
got? I know we
man.
got something upbeat.
No.
Bring that energy back.
I just want to get all the bull crap news out the way. And,
got
you.
you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's going on in
It's
hip hop.
hip-hop. It's hip hop.
Facts.
So we're going to report it.
Facts. I ain't mad.
Hitman Holla, the battle rap artist. You seen him on Wildin'
yeah.
Out with Nick Cannon.
Yep.
So on Tuesday, he posted that 4 men broke into his home and shot his lady. Her name was Cinnamon. They shot her in the face. Said the bullet went through her cheek and out the back of her head.
Damn.
So he also said he was on FaceTime with her at 1 a.m. in the morning, and she was telling them people were in the house. So she got the gun. She busted back trying to defend herself, but was ultimately hit in the cheek and through the face.
Damn.
But he posted a pic of her in the hospital bed. She's throwing up a peace sign, so it looked like she's going to recover. She was walking also. They showed her.
Good.
She posted that on Instagram that she's walking now.
Thank God. God is good.
God is good.
Yeah.
And that takes us to Lil Durk and his girl India. Their home was broken into in July, and they had to shoot back to at the intruders.
Dang.
Boy, I'm like, man.
Right. So
Some
Hey.
real life Biggie warning shit right
Real
now.
Right.
life.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
That
not cool.
happened with Soulja Boy. They busted in on him. Soulja was shooting. You remember that?
Right.
He was
Yeah, I
talking
remember
about
he was
it.
talking about bucking back too.
Gucci Mane bust back
Gucci
when
Mane.
people ran in on him. He
Shoot Polo G's
murked
mom.
somebody. Right. That happened to
Dang.
Polo G's mom last week.
Yep. That's crazy.
People ran in on the baby's house. He shot back. So, man, I don't know. It's just a lot of craziness going on
Man.
in the world.
Yeah, man.
So, be safe.
Get your own lane. Get your own shit. Like, you won't have to worry about trying to rob somebody.
Right.
Like,
that part. You know what I mean?
develop your own hustle.
Right.
Like, that's what you gotta
cats
do.
Cats are starting to get lazy now.
Stay
They
safe.
ain't trying to do nothing.
Yeah.
Stay dangerous, as Nip said.
Stay dangerous.
Man,
Stay humble.
Facts.
hey, boxing this past weekend. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight.
Oh, I didn't see
Oh my
The
god.
trilogy. Fight was on Saturday night.
I was so disappointed in Wilder.
Deontay Wilder. hey, he fought like a champ though. You know what I'm saying? He didn't win, but he fought like a champ.
But he in that 11th round, he got that fresh boobop.
So yeah, in the 11th round, it was the 11th round
Straight
knockout.
up. He got
Wow.
that- he got that.
I
Boy
was
went down
like,
bad. Boy.
boy, I was like, man,
Boy, no way, boy. What was you doing?
he fell forward though. I was like, boy, you fell forward. You know you sleep when you fall forward.
that man took an ass whooping.
Literally
Like,
down
damn.
bad.
No way. Boy.
Okay.
I was like, man.
Got some shit
Hey,
too, boy.
if I hear him talking any shit, I told him, I was like, man, his girl at the house, like, oh, you gonna beat my ass? You should have beat Tyson Fury ass. No.
It wasn't no beating Tyson Fury. He didn't try it 3 times,
Straight up.
and it ain't happening.
Facts.
Wow.
Like, man, his
You
girl
give it
gonna-
up. You can give
girl
up
gonna
now.
wild out on him and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, yo,
embarrassing.
it was crazy, but it was a good fight, and he
It was a
did
great fight.
put up a good fight.
Yeah.
I just, we just making jokes.
Definitely. We don't want
Yeah, little
the
jokey
bronze
joke
bomber
right
to pull
here.
up
No,
in here.
No smoke.
Yo, I ain't trying to catch no fade with nobody 6'5" and look like a chiseled Adonis figure.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want no fade with you, bro.
Not at all.
I think if he don't want to box no more, I think he should take up that role as the new Black Panther.
Facts.
in Marvel movie. I think he'd be a good fit for it. You know what I'm
If he
saying?
can
Can
act,
he
that'd
act,
be.
though?
I was
Yeah.
just what I
You gotta
said.
act.
Yeah.
Take some acting classes.
Man, come on, man. The old
Got
Black
money.
Panther. The old Black
Well,
Panther set the president, bro. You
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
be able to act.
He
The
gone though.
old
He gone.
Black
You got.
I know he
Can't
gone,
be
but
wrong.
you gotta
what?
be able to
The
act and
original
fill them
gonna be
shoes.
original gonna be the best.
You gotta fill them
Exactly.
shoes. So at least you gotta be able to act. Like if they brought Michael B. Jordan back some kind of way,
Right.
that would be perfect fit.
That'll be perfect.
But I'm like,
Or her-
Deontay
They
Wilder.
killed off his
I'm just saying.
character.
or his sister.
I'm
They
just
killed
saying.
his character off. It was like,
His sister could be Black Panther. Simple.
yeah, what about that?
Right,
'Cause
right.
Some people been talking about that. 'cause
Shuri,
that's in the
that
comics.
would be
So-
amazing.
Wait, yeah,
That would be
can't
hard.
they?
Yo.
Because can't they be like passed down?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
can be.
it
can
is.
be.
It's
It
passed
can be
down.
passed down
That's
through
exactly how it
generations, so
works.
that would be hard.
Man,
Yeah,
they're
well.
gonna work them Infinity Stones somehow. and bring-
Somehow,
bring
you know what I
Somehow,
mean?
Black
right.
You know what I
Panther
mean?
back.
They already made a time machine. I don't know why they don't bring back Iron Man. Stop playing.
Exactly.
Man.
Straight up.
Bring back Black Widow too.
We out
They
here
should have killed
nerding
off
out on Marvel.
Hawkeye.
Dang.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Hawkeye. I ain't gonna lie, Hawkeye. You down bad. I
Yeah,
ain't-
yeah.
You
He
know.
could have been gone.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, Hawkeye wasn't exactly my favorite character.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, Hawkeye,
Really,
but
anybody,
Arrow,
But he's
nah, that's
one. He's
different.
an Avenger.
He Avenger.
He's an Avenger.
He's an Avenger.
Avenger.
Wow. With the air quotes.
Right.
Avenger.
All right, let's
Okay.
man, I got to talk about these Raiders. I can't even be all hyped like
Okay.
we
Raiders!
2 weeks in a row.
Look.
2 weeks in a row.
If that's your team, that's your guys. You stick with your
Oh, I'm
guys
repping all
all
day.
day.
All day.
All right,
Man.
regardless.
Oh,
win or
hey.
lose.
Raiders like good.
Win,
What,
lose,
something
or
bad
draw.
happened?
Hey, we didn't fire that punk ass coach. So, well,
Yeah.
excuse me, we didn't fire him.
He
resigned.
resigned.
He
He
resigned.
resigned from his position because
All right,
he
so
didn't want
outta
to
here,
get
son.
Right.
canceled.
He respectfully left.
So, all right,
Respectfully.
Get up out of here, son.
let me touch
Respectfully.
on it real quick. So, all right, so the Raiders lost to the Bears. Raiders had 9, Bears had 20. I'm not gonna go into stats. We don't go into
Right.
stats when we
Oh,
lose.
my
We just
God.
keep on pushing.
They
we-
just lost.
We play the Broncos Sunday, October 17th. All right, so the big news about the Raiders is the coach, John Gruden, he resigned over racist and homophobic and misogynistic emails. So the league officials were looking into workplace misconduct with the Washington football team, which was the Redskins.
Right.
So in the emails, John Gruden called DeMarcus Smith rubber lips, which is supposedly a derogatory racist remark.
Damn.
He said Roger Goodell, the commissioner, was a clueless anti-football pussy, and he called him a faggot.
Damn.
Really.
Wow.
Then he went,
Canceled.
Right.
right. Then he went on to say that Goodell pressured Jeff Fisher to draft queers,
Damn.
a reference to Michael Sam, who was chosen by the Rams in the 2014 draft.
Oh wow.
Right. So he was on one. He also called President Biden a nervous, clueless pussy.
Yeah. He finna get the
I ain't gonna
Secret
lie.
Service on him.
Right.
That part.
Nervous.
Right.
I'm like, dude.
So he was wild, and
man.
these were old emails. I think from like 2010 to 2018 or something.
How do you say I want to quit without saying I want to quit?
Right.
Right.
Straight
Right.
up.
Emailing that on your company server. That's
that
how.
part, you know what I mean?
Yo.
You know, that's
So-
like, what the fuck?
He sent pics of cheerleaders and women only wearing bikini bottoms.
What?
So they got him up out of there, but they let him resign to save face, I guess.
Yo, he was out there wilding. I was like, man, his email was
wild.
junky as a mug.
The thing though is
You know what I
that
mean?
that was mad long ago. Like, why now? Why is just coming out now? I don't
Because in
get
this
Hey,
it.
man.
society, they can bring all the way back to 1999 and take you to jail.
That part, you know.
No, like I said, they were looking
They
for
can
something
do that.
else with a whole different football
Oh.
team.
They was looking for something
Yeah,
else.
those emails came up.
I'm like,
Okay.
man, he got all kind of OnlyFans password accounts up in that motherfucker.
Yo,
you know what I'm
boss.
saying? I'm like,
Speaking of
you know what I mean?
OnlyFans, speaking of OnlyFans,
Luscious lips,
No
XXX39 and
no
shit
more
all
of that
over this shit.
OnlyFans.
Man.
You know
It's
what I'm
October now.
saying?
All
I'm
right.
like, boy.
No more of that.
So the next news is moving on to the NBA. The big news is Kyrie Irving.
Right, Kyrie,
So-
Kyrie.
Last week we touched on it a little bit. Said he wasn't going to play. He wasn't going to practice. Then they were going to let him practice.
Mhm.
So now he won't be allowed to practice or play with his team, the Brooklyn Nets, until he's vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, Kyrie says he's not anti-vax. He's upset people are losing jobs over the mandate, and he wants to give a voice to the voiceless. He says, don't believe he's retiring. Don't believe he's going to give up the game for a vaccine mandate or staying unvaccinated. Don't believe any of that ish. Be aware and pay attention. Use logic. So we're going to watch and see what he does. Will the money decide what he does? Because
Probably.
if he's going to miss approximately $380,000 for every game he misses.
Damn.
So,
What?
y'all think you think he's gonna come back this season, or you think he's gonna sit out
I mean,
I'm like,
he's rich. He's a millionaire.
They-
I mean,
they
that's gonna
pay-
hurt eventually. But
exactly. But right now, I'm like, I'm like, if he can afford to do it, I'm like, he probably resting up, chilling. You know what I mean?
Season starts in 4 days.
He resting up, chilling. I'm like, yo, me personally, I'm like, I don't see the big deal about him, going and getting the vax. But I'm like, everybody got their own personal issues on why they wouldn't do it.
yeah.
So, I'm like, hey, man,
I think it's just
live your best life.
The thing about feeling like you forced to do it, like you
Right.
don't have a choice. I
Right.
think that's the problem that a lot of people have.
Right. But it is what it is. Like I said, man, they paying the man millions of dollars, so they expect results.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, he got to expect some kind of backlash if he don't play. That's
Yeah.
just a real deal.
True indeed. True indeed. But man, that's what I got for right now. I'm ready to get into these interviews.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. I had the pleasure by hearing about this young guy that I'm about to bring up right now. In the streets, I'm like, my man Twix, he hit me up and was like, AOT, man, I got somebody you need to be on the show. I was like, word? So I'm like, I asked about him, you know what I mean? Then I hit Two-Tone up. Two-Tone like, yo, definitely got to be on the show. Then I started asking around about him. They like, yo, my man, he done did all kind of crazy stuff. He been in the community. He been outside the community. He been globe-trotting. Look like he vacation every week on his Instagram. I'm like, yo. But like I said, I got the pleasure of talking with this young man before. I got him to come up here, and we really had a real good conversation. It felt like I was already on the phone with family. It was like, real Vegas representative, was able to move on and push the platform to go to other heights with it in other places and eat and break bread with the kings. And a real humble guy, because you wouldn't even know he did all the things that he did. And I ain't even gonna speak on it because I want him to flex. I already told him, I'm like, yo, this your time to flex, because he real humble.
Yes, sir.
So I ain't gonna put too many more dubs on it right now, man. Without further ado, man, let's give it up for my guy, Yards.
Hey.
AKA Mr. Black Card Yards.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Yards, what up though, baby?
What's up, man? I love the setup here, man. I love the energy here.
Thank you.
Real dope.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, man. So, man, tell the public about yourself, man, because I know it's a lot of Las Vegas people who don't even know that you even move the way you move out here. So I wanted to just like I said, flex on them a little bit.
Well, I like to keep it humble, but well, I'm from Vegas, born and raised. My family come from the South, like
Right.
most people from Vegas. So I got that Southern, raising and background.
Right.
But I love Vegas, and that's just to describe everything is I love Vegas, and Vegas is a unique city, and it's one of those things where it's hard to figure out. It has so many different dynamics to it, but being that I was born and raised in Vegas and was able to travel, it gave me so many views. I got to see Vegas through other people's eyes also, So it's like, like I say, I call Vegas an island, it just reminds me of being an island.
And you're right.
Right.
Because it is.
In a way,
it's like that.
It's kind of his own thing.
It's his own thing. I'm like, and it's funny because I'm like, I'm talking to Twix about you, and he's like, yo, this man, he got art that's all over the place right now, man. You got to tell people about the art, man, because the art is so amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even believe, like, I seen what you actually in the middle of doing something on your IG, and I was like, man, this dude is incredible. Like, he got some, like, if you took Bob Ross, it'd be painting the pictures with the trees and shit. I'm like, yo, he's like next level of some shit. Just like, we're gonna put a happy little tree here, and then this little landscape and shit. You like, what the fuck? Like, he was on that kind of shit. Like it was nothing. It was effortless.
Yeah, with the art, I feel like I was born with the gift of art. Even when I was in middle school, I used to be into Marvel comics, and I was in the 4th grade, and I used to draw Marvel comics for kids' fruit snacks.
Oh,
So,
wow.
You a real one, bro.
That's crazy.
So it was just like a natural thing, and I was able to, when I was in high school, I used to draw on pens. And in our community, the parents and black people always say, get you a real job. Art is like a hobby and things like that, because not a lot of people are really able to make art a career and pass that that knowledge, that business part on. So I used to draw on jeans and stuff like that, and for myself. And then people was like, "Oh, them dope. Where you get those?" "Oh, I did them myself." So I started selling them. So that's how I used to get my Jordans and stuff. I go sell 10 pair of pens, give me some J's. So
that's dope.
And then once Moschine came out, I was a big fan of Moschine, and I was privileged to go to the Magic Show and actually work with some of the Moschine artists. So then I was like, man, I do this for the city. So I started doing shirts, and I called it Woodworks. My last name is Haywood, so I just called it Woodworks, and that was my first time really learning branding. I didn't even know I was doing branding. I was just like, I'm gonna call it this and brand it. So I started doing that, and then the city just took to it. It just took fire to the city. Everybody was wearing it. You wasn't cool if you didn't have a Woodworks. I had the privilege of my first time going to a club. I met DJ Slim and Certified, and I ran up to them like, man, I'm gonna bring a shirt for y'all next time. And Slim had the big tall tee. I'm like,
he got a portrait size shirt.
Yeah, so Slim took a little bit longer. So I'm like, man, I was able to bless a lot of people, with my talent, and they blessed me back by embracing that, and like I just started selling them and made it make sense to start making money, And then from there, I was introduced. I actually went to Atlanta. Me and landlord, we just moved Vegas, got out of Vegas. Vegas got crazy, so we had to get up out of there. We went to Atlanta and Memphis, and I was selling $100 shirts to barbershops, people at the barbershop, people in the hood, you know what I mean? So I was making money out of town, with that. And then I met the owner, Alex, who he had a club in Atlanta. He was like, man, you know what you're doing on the shirt, you could do that on canvas and get 10 times, and that was what sparked it. And I started researching art, and I started getting into art, learning materials and things like that. And then from there, I just jumped in the art world, and now a lot of celebrities got my art on their wall. Slim Thug got one of my famous paintings with Tupac. And Trader Truth. Floyd, my big brother Mac introduced me to a lot of people where I got to get art to, even Jay Prince, a lot of different celebrities that I've done a lot of art from, and they just, we just end up building a relationship from it. It ain't even like, it's like family. I can call them right now and be like, what's up? Like I just got a ranch in Texas, and what sparked me to get the ranch was, and this is an important thing for our community.
Man, that's a flex, dog. Right. If y'all ain't hear that right now, that's a flex. I'm like, he just said he bought a ranch in Texas.
How many acres? Just out of curiosity.
200.
200 freaking acre ranch.
200.
Yeah.
They got horses, pigs, and shit on it. I'm like, man, that one got chickens.
You could literally
and shit.
just retire and just
Like,
do the whole ranch if you wanted to do.
That's
I'm
the
just
goal.
saying.
I'm like, man, he cowboy yards right
That's
now.
the
You know
goal.
what I mean?
Yeah.
New nickname alert.
New nickname alert, man. He cowboy yards.
That's a lot of land, though. That's a lot of
A
land.
whole lot.
Yeah, and it's no other feeling. That's the best investment. I done made a lot of investment. That's the best investment. It's just walking out there and just looking all the way far as you can go. It's just a feeling it's empowering. When I get back to the city, it's like, man, I need 200 more.
Right.
It's just the serenity to be out there to reset. You know what I mean? Reset your mind. But what sparked it was Mac took me out to Jay Prince Ranch. We went out there, just me and him. We rode around, we fished, everything. Right. Jay just a humble person, and anytime he get a chance to, just be himself, he love it. So that right there, probably a month later, I went to Texas and just looking for land and ended up buying it. So
nice.
Okay. Hey, OG, you was
That's
talking
beautiful.
about the importance of black people owning land and stuff like that. Talk to me about that though, real quick.
I mean, the thing is, we so far behind, we had our setbacks and everything like that, and also what we deem important when we get money, it's not really, in my opinion, it's not the important things that we should be putting before owning land, and because you can live off the land, and you can really monetize, your ranch. I do hay on it. You know what I mean? Doing hay. Jay say he was making $100,000 a year off hay.
That's so crazy.
Then you got cows. You got breeding horses. You got you can even
Crops,
rent it out
land
to
for
people.
crops,
Exactly.
yeah.
You can farm on it. So that's something that you can pass to your family where you never be broke. You know what I mean? You always create that generational wealth, and just like I say, the serenity of it. But also it's just, it's just us, coming together and really empowering each other, just like Jay invited me out there to the ranch, what it did for me, it sparked my mind to, I could have went and bought a Lambo or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
And instead I'm like, man, I want some horses and
those type of horses,
different type of horses, and just the land to do whatever I want to, you know what I mean?
It's crazy because I'm looking at the IG and I see the horses on there. I'm like, we looking for art. You know what I mean? We looking for any kind of flex on here. And I was like, all I see is horses. All he doing, he on a ranch. I was like, but it was cool to just see it because I was like, like how different is that? Like for a person to just come from a place where you from, around here, West Side Las Vegas, born and raised, to horses and ranches out in Texas.
Definitely.
That's insane. That to me that's like a light years of difference from each other. And I'm like, man, that's just an accomplishment on its own, man. I'm like, I just want to give you flowers on that because I'm
Appreciate
like, all these kids they can aspire to do something like that, man. You really showing them what's up with that.
Definitely. And like I say, coming from Vegas, that's the best thing I ever did was travel. You know what I mean?
Right.
It allowed me to appreciate Vegas more also,
Right.
And just to come back and, bring that, that's what I'm about. I'm about empowering and if anybody know me, if they ask me to help them with anything, that's my biggest thing,
Already.
The West Side is my heart.
So speaking of the city, West Side and everything, tell the people what's some of the work you've done around the city that they may have recognized, but don't know that you did it.
Yeah.
I did a lot of stuff with the city, and particularly the West Side. I did the meter boxes on it's an African C-KNGHT with an African lady on MLK.
Yep. Washington, Vegas.
Then the one on Washington with MLK on it. Me and an artist named Mario. He's from the Bahamas. We collaborated. We was the only black and the youngest to ever even do the Zappos project. And shout out to Larry Weekly also. He made it a fuss that we gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Larry Weekly, what up?
Definitely. So it's just I just recently did a mural on the West Side right there on Jackson and E, and how that came about is I was trying to buy the building that it's on. The city owned it, and to try to ease into the door, I'm like, let me do some art. Let me do something that's gonna spark the change in the city. So I end up putting butterflies on it and put the words "change is coming" to the historical West Side.
Nice.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, art beautifies places.
Absolutely.
So if you can start with something simple as art, it can spark the mind for people to start doing their part or what they can do to bring that change to the West Side.
Right.
So that's one thing I did. I done some stuff off the West Side. I did the Hooters Hotel. I got a big contract with them. I did some stuff in the Wynn Ferrari shop, and just every time I come to the city, I want to do something to leave my mark.
Did y'all just hear? He just said he did something at the Wynn Ferrari shop.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
he like them horses.
Hey, he just said that. He just said that so casually. Yeah, I did something at the Wynn Ferrari shop. Yeah. He just kept going. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like,
has any of your
how
work
do you get in there?
Has any of your work been turned to tattoos or anything like that?
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's the somebody named B Mace. B Mace is a friend of mine.
Yep.
He got one of my favorite Squares Make Me Sick tattoos on him, and that's something that went you know, viral, that went big, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm up on B-Max, man. I see him all the time. He be doing this photography thing all the time.
Mhm.
Yo,
Yeah.
he be on it.
Definitely.
Yeah. So tell us about this brand, man. I keep seeing this ice cream with the bags with the dollar signs on it. And I was like, it's kind of dope. I was like, I'm trying to see how I can tap in and get
I
one.
definitely got to bring y'all some. But it's what it is. It's a brand that started as a piece of my art that I did, and the backstory behind it is when I was a kid and I got good grades, my dad would take me to get ice cream, and I knew once I handled my business, I was gonna get ice cream. So as an adult, I handle my business, I get a bag.
Hey.
So I just kind of collabed together, and it's called The Sweet Taste of Success.
Oh.
And the slogan is "Success tastes sweeter when you've earned it."
Man,
So,
look, Jules.
Dope.
Right there, you know what I mean? I'm like, man,
So
he
I
came
just-
up here, man. I see you, man.
I'm
loving it, man.
I wanted to ask you if you feel like your work, like your body of work that you've done, do you feel like there's like a overarching message of your work, or do you feel like each piece is like just meant to stand on its own?
I can say, as an artist, you know, you kind of, it's almost like being a music artist too. You know, you go through things in life, and it may spark your creativity to go and create something, or sometimes it's just maybe how you feeling. You know how artists get that melody in their head and they want to go to the studio and put it down. That's kind of how I was, and I used to travel a lot, so sometimes I'll be in DC and go find a art supply store, go to the hotel room, set it up, paint, and ship it back home.
That's sweet.
You know, I never let it, you know, I never let that idea just fester, you know what I mean?
Right. You get it out immediately.
Right, that's dope.
And that's a good practice, because, you know, people who do art, especially if you do music, when it festers, it never comes out the way that the original idea was intended to do.
True.
I hate doing that. That's the reason why I bought a studio in my house, because I was like, I got to get the idea out immediately. So I definitely understand that.
Definitely. And a lot of my art, you know, it's you know, a lot of my art reflects Vegas. You know, Vegas has a nightlife, you know, where, you know, you have your street nightlife, and a lot of those people have invested in me, you know, and it's usually people who had never bought art before. So I get to educate them on, you know, investing in an artist is, you know, once that art is gone, you know, that art piece can't exist no more. You know, can't nobody duplicate it, nothing like that. So depending on how he carry himself and how his legacy live, you actually bond into his legacy, you know.
Right.
So it's definitely a deeper, you know, a deeper thing to it, because one person that I did some art for, he just bonded to decorate his house, and then his friend came over from out of town, was like, man, I've been seeing that piece for 10 years. You got the original one? He was like, man, I'll buy it for you right now. And he offered him 3 times what he paid for it from me, so he was able to see it firsthand. Right there.
That sounds like that Kevin Hart movie where they brought the picture off the wall. I forgot where the guy couldn't walk. The guy was in a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah. I know which one you're talking
he
about.
sold him the piece off his wall.
That's crazy, because, you know, like, I'm like, Jay-Z is a big,
I was gonna say
big into art right now, and that's really like what he's promoting as far as like, you know, putting your money into something that's going to appreciate in value versus buying a car or some shoes or some clothes or whatever. Yeah. So, have you ever been able to get in contact with anybody to buy your arts, like Jay-Z or anybody in that lane? Because I know that if they start digging your art, man, it's crazy.
And that's kind of what art has came to now. Well, art always been like that, because Picasso became who he was because a oil typhoon back in the day took a liking to his art and started buying it, and that's how the rich work. You know, they influenced by each other, or they compete with each other. So it's like, if he got one, I need one. You know, So it's, you know, definitely I'm breaking into that, you know, but I just like things to be organic. I don't like to be try to
like
manipulate nothing
and shopping it and stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
But trust me, I'm guaranteeing you probably on his radar.
Oh yeah, I hope so. You know,
I guarantee you on his radar. That's for real.
So you was talking about art too. A lot of people don't know when the crash happened, when the recession happened in 2008, art saved a lot of millionaires.
Yeah,
because you know, that it never depreciate and it's no tax on it.
Right. Dang, no tax on
I
it.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
look.
not tax.
Let me
I
find
had
out.
no
Start
idea.
drawing some shit up in
Wow.
here.
I'm about to sell my house and go get a bunch of art.
Jules,
Like, man, if you see a tent on the side of the freeway just made of art, that's me.
So crazy.
Right.
boy, no way, boy.
Straight up.
It's
Hey, y'all,
great.
can you did your parents help support you when you were younger and you were getting busy? How did they help?
Well, they allowed me to do it, and you
Right.
know, fussed at me. You know, I had paint everywhere. They allowed me to, you know, do what I do, and
Right.
and they supported me by, you know, I feel like giving me that space to do what I do.
Okay, cool.
So they definitely did. So
So,
Right.
so Yards, man, tell the people where they can reach you at, man.
you can reach me at Mr. Black Card Yards, or you can reach me at Black Card Art _
Black Card Art _ Look, you see that black
Yes,
card is in
sir.
everything. If y'all know about that black card got no limits.
Right.
hey, OG, before you go, we need them drops.
Absolutely. Yeah. He ain't going no way. He chilling in the studio with us today, baby.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah. Oh,
we good. We good to go.
word,
We
Yeah,
good to
word.
go. We good to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yo. So, like I said, man, Yards, very impressive resume, man. We loving you in the city, man. I'm like,
Appreciate it.
we glad you're sticking around because we definitely want to talk to you after the show is over with. But right now, I need everybody to give it up for my man, Mr.
Yes.
Black Card Yards.
Check out his work on IG. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You will
beyond
not
amazing.
be disappointed.
Beyond amazing. Beyond
Sure
amazing.
it wasn't.
I'm trying to tell you. So Ray, what else we got going on, man?
Man, we're gonna jump into this Vegas hip hop scene. We got a new music from Sir Charles Tatum, Forever, and he's featuring the Landlord and Monroe Flow. I don't know if y'all seen that video.
Not yet.
Monroe Flow.
Looking forward to it though.
It's called in front of the Legion Stadium. Getting it.
Okay.
Getting it. We also got new music from Mac Prince.
Hey,
Hey.
Mac Prince, what up
Yeah,
now?
I think
What
he got a
up,
record.
Prince?
He got a record called "I'm Back" featuring King Vay.
Hey,
So hey, they
Fifth
on there
Element.
getting it.
Fifth Element.
King
Yes.
Vay,
Fifth Element.
Mac Prince, what up though?
Right.
True
Right.
West Side representatives themselves.
Exactly. And then the Landlord. So this weekend just passed.
Yeah.
He was beautifying the block in his old neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. The landlord, man. What up though?
Right.
Shout out to him.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
he said it was one of his childhood dreams to take care of his granny's house, and he made that happen. So he had people come out and they were, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, getting it in.
That's dope though. You know what I mean? I'm like, a lot of people don't invest inside their neighborhood like that, and I'm glad to see somebody of his stature do that kind of work. That means
Fact.
somebody else is going to start taking pride in the neighborhood as well.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing.
That's
Word up.
somebody who definitely keep their word, and also too, like, you know, all the rappers, they always say, when I come back, I'm gonna help my where I'm at.
Buy back the
And
block.
they don't really do that. So the fact
They don't
you know
buy
what I'm saying,
back
he does
nothing.
that, his word is bond.
Block still look bad, still dangerous as hell.
It's the block though.
Right, it's the block, but it's
The
dangerous
block
as
is
hell.
hot, the
I'm
block
like,
is
and
hot.
then they get so far removed from the block when they come back, they can't even drive down the block.
Man.
I like, man, I was like, if you came back and like you said, you did some things like the landlord's doing, like putting together some houses for the community and making it a little
It's gonna be
safer.
nothing but love.
Yeah, nothing but love.
When
You
you
come
come
back,
back.
man. Ain't nobody tripping with you. They like, nah, man. You even come
That's gonna
back
be
and
something
and
that-
be on
that-
any kind of
that-
negative thing, man. They gonna
That's
be on your
something
head.
everybody gonna
Right.
remember.
That was definitely
Yeah.
dope though. Shout out to the landlord.
Shout out to the landlord. What up, though?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. So, man, this moment right
Another
here,
interview.
we been waiting on. I'm like, man,
Patiently wait.
I'm like, man, been listening to this guy's music since I
Right.
was a teenager. I was in high school, bugging the fuck out. You know what I mean? Sliding, you know what I mean? Straight up loving the music, man. I'm like, it's crazy because I'm like, we was able to run into this guy at the homie Coolio's video shoot, and it was just instant love right there. You know, we was able to build a little bit, and true to his word, I asked him if he would do us the honor of coming up here and giving us an interview.
Indeed.
And like I said, man, true to his word, this man came up. He's like, no problem. Anytime I hit him, he hit me right back. I'm like, no matter what, I say that these guys influence West Coast hip hop so much to the point where they was a part of that big ass movement that the West Coast was doing with Warren G and all of them, that G-Funk era.
Right.
I'm like, you couldn't go nowhere and be away from it.
That's right.
So now I have the pleasure of having Mr. C-KNGHT from the Dove Shack on the show with us right now. Everybody, I need y'all to give it up for C-KNGHT from the Dove Shack.
Yeah.
What up, dog? What up, dog? West. What up, dog?
Man,
Yo,
chilling, man. Chilling.
C-KNGHT, man. Thank you for coming up here, man, and blessing us with this interview, bro.
No problem. Appreciate
Straight
you,
up.
too.
Thank you, bro.
I saw it with her.
So, man, tell us. We all know what you done did. Tell us what you've been up to, man, because we trying to be up on this new G-Funk movement. You did?
Yeah. Shit, just you know, staying in that studio, you know, steady putting together music and trying to stay current and you know.
Right.
That's about it.
I ain't mad at it, man. And speaking of that project, man, we was checking out the Cold Peace project, man. And I'm like, yo, it's nice, man. I was just complimenting that song you got with Crooked Eye, man. That shit is fire.
Right. Yeah,
So that's my boy. Shout out to Crooked Eye.
Yo, shout out Crooked Eye, man. You one of our favorite MCs for sure. Slaughterhouse in the house. What up, though?
Yeah.
Like, man. So man, I'm like, man. So tell me what inspired this new project that you got going on right now, the Cold Peace project.
You just the love for the music, love for the hip hop, you know, love, you know, just love for the music. Just got to stay, whether you hear a song that I do or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna be in the studio.
Just
doing
love
something.
for it.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I'm like, man, I can't be mad at
And
that.
since I'm C-KNGHT from the Dove Shack, I can get a distribution deal to put it out.
There you
know?
go.
Facts.
It's all
There
good.
it is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
talk your talk, OG.
Yeah, you look,
good.
flex. Can't be mad at that. So, C-KNGHT, man, I'm like, a lot of kids out here, they probably don't know the history because they wasn't growing up in the time that we were, when we was hearing the Dove Shack on the radio every 2 minutes with Summertime in the LBC. So
I slide with her.
that part. So tell me how the relationship between you and Warren G and all of that come about.
Well, actually, we all went to school together. I went to school with Nate Dogg, Snoop, and you know, we all kind of grew up together. Same area, East Side, Long Beach, same area.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
So you guys were like penning rhymes together and
no. Actually, I wasn't. I had my own little circle with Bo Rock and Two Scoop.
Okay.
The rest of the Dove Shack, we had our own little circle. Just
Gotcha.
I used to be a battle rapper.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Battle rapping.
That's how
slaying cats, huh?
That's how I got on. That's how I got on. You know. I battled a couple of guys and came off the stage, and Warren G was right there. And
nice.
he had just did the track with Mr. Grimm.
Oh, the Endo Smoke. Hey, it's funny because I was just playing that for Hollywood Bug the other day.
Oh my God.
I was playing the Endo Smoke.
I
We was
still
going
remember
through
the
Dove
first time
Shack
I
stuff,
heard
and Warren G popped up, and I was like, this song Endo Smoke, man, I used to love this joint right here, man. It was crazy.
Fire.
Yeah.
So that's
So
crazy.
I came off stage and Dove Shack happened. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Just like
That's
that.
crazy.
That simple. We did the took us to the studio. We did the song "This Is the Shack" on his album.
Right.
G-Funk Regulate album.
Yep.
And it's been moving ever since.
Just been moving ever since, man.
Yeah.
So on this project, I noticed you didn't have the other members of the Dove Shack on it. Are you guys still working together?
Oh yeah, we still together. We still family. We actually just finished the project together, a full Dove Shack album.
Oh,
that will be coming soon.
Oh man, come on, man!
You know what I'm
Stop
saying?
playing with me,
No,
man.
no joke, no play.
I'm like, man,
You know
when
what
y'all
I'm
do
saying?
that album, y'all got to come back up here,
Yeah,
man.
for sure
Like,
that.
for
We
sure.
can do
Yeah.
that. We can
That's
do
what's
that.
up. That's what's
Yeah,
up,
we
man.
can do that.
I'm like, man, that is crazy,
And,
man.
yeah, we still together and things. You know, we still keeping it moving, doing shows and
Dope.
performances and
dope.
things for sure.
Dope.
How long you lived in Vegas for?
I've been in Vegas for about 15 years. now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you
You a
a
native
real
now.
resident.
Oh,
now.
yeah,
Right,
yeah, they
right,
love
right.
me out here. They
Hell
love me
yeah.
out here for sure.
Hey, we do. We rocking with you the long way. You did.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, when the last time you been back home? You been able to do any music back home?
Yeah, actually, I just shot a video for my single, Long Beach.
Right.
That's on the album. I just
Yep.
shot a video for that, and that was about a good month ago.
Nice. That's That's what's up, man. I'm like, man, we definitely enjoying the album. Me and Kai was just talking about it on the way up here, man.
Yeah.
We was like, man, they got that real West Coast, like real groove.
That bounce.
That feeling that you used to get when you hear some authentic West Coast music.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, this shit banging.
For sure. Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm like, yo, and I'm a connoisseur of West Coast music. I'm like, you know.
I mean, it's just, you know, when you hear the sound, it's just like irresistible. It really is. It just, you can't ignore it. It's amazing. I wanted to ask you about like some of the producers on the Cold Peace project. Who are you working with?
I'm just working with a cat named Shane McClain. He
Run
a couple of Grammys and shit.
Right. We were just talking about Shane.
Yeah. Shane McClain though, music group or whatnot. He produced the whole album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we just kept it at home and got to work, and before you know it, you know.
Nice.
Cold Peace developed.
Cold Peace development. Hey, that mug was crazy too, man. I'm like, yo, do you ever still get to like do any like collaborations with like Snoop and Warren G and all of them still? Do you guys still function in the same circle?
Well, yeah, we I mean, as far as music
wise,
you know, we like I said, I grew up with them, and it was really not like that. Like, you know, when we chilling, it ain't no It ain't no work situation ever. You know,
because on the song Long Beach, I heard you shouting out everybody. I heard you shouting out the Twins. I heard you shouting out, you know, Warren G, Snoop, and all of them. I was like, oh man, that might be, you know, something in the mix with all of y'all together again. Because to me, that Warren G Regulator album, man, that thing was fire. And when I heard "This Is the Shack," I was like, that was something different. I'm like, we was used to hearing Nate Dogg on the track, but then I heard y'all on there, and I was like, whoa. I was like, man, and then y'all came back with Summertime in the LBC, and that just set it up for us, for y'all to be etched in our brains forever.
Yeah.
So, you know, and you know, as a fan of hip hop, I'm always looking for that collab with all my favorites back again. So that's why I asked that question.
Put it like this: we got music, but it just ain't out.
Got you.
We got music together. You know, when we sitting in the studio, I actually got like an underground joint with Nate Dogg that's out right now too, that you can find on YouTube right now.
Oh, okay.
It's called Dub Shack is Back. You can look that up.
Dub Shack is Back.
Featuring Nate Dogg on there. You know, I don't really promote it or push it because I don't want people thinking I'm trying to juice my shit off Nate Dogg. That's my homie though. That's my loved one. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
That was a terrible loss for the hip hop community too, man. I'm like, man, we definitely love Nate.
Shout out to Nate Dogg. Rest in peace.
Rest in
love
peace,
you, boy.
Nate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's the originator of that singing, you know what I'm saying, on hooks, that gangster funk.
That part.
Hey, can you talk about growing up in Long Beach? Are there Bloods in Long Beach?
No, it's not.
I didn't think so. It's all Crip affiliated.
We're all
city.
cripping.
Man, that is crazy, man. I'm like, man.
I heard that before on an interview. I think it was with what's the young cat? Vince Staples, and he was talking about it.
Yeah.
So
no, there's no Bloods in Long Beach.
Right.
It's just, you know, I don't know why. It's just nobody never started that side of the field. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I think pretty much that nobody just never started that side of the field. And that's the way it
is. It just stayed like that.
That's the way it is.
All Crip City.
Right.
Damn.
Was it hard coming up?
Absolutely was hard coming up. Yeah. It was the point in my life that I didn't think I was gonna see 20.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm 50 today.
Shout out today.
Shout out.
Happy born day.
Happy to you,
Happy
C-Knight.
birthday to C-Knight. What up, dog?
Straight up. Salute.
Hello.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up. We definitely all trying to, you know what I'm saying, reach them
pinnacles.
pinnacles. 50
Absolutely.
is the new 30 for sure.
50 is the new 30.
Absolutely.
So C-Knight, you know, I sent you a text and I let you know, like, man, we got this thing called the bar test.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's basically where we, you know, we put all the MCs, and you being a battle rapper, I know you couldn't resist this. We throw on a beat and, you know, you pretty much just eat the beat up. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, we got something queued up for you. Hey, Slim, what you got in the back, man? He was like, man, just give me anything.
Wow.
I eat off any plate.
It don't even
What's
matter.
happening? Look.
Professional at this.
Hey.
I guess.
Yay. All right, let's see what we got. Let's go.
Eat it up, OG.
What? OG, that's what he called me. I'm from the LBC. This rap shit is easy. Please believe me. West Coast need me. Yeah, I crunch MCs. Battle me for not, and who can be hot? Surface on turf and front turf, the LBCZ. You need me, like I say before. Open up the door. I get the microphone like this and I begin to flow. Blow your head off and toss. This G-funk shit won't stop, won't quit. It's 2021. Yeah, baby Kurt Knight got the gun. But I'm rolling in the Benzes with my friends is making ends. I win this. Blow through, you don't know me. Better show me love. I don't give a fuck. I keep the snub nose stuffed in my drawers. Put a whack MC straight on pause. Hip hop, non-stop. I'm from Long Beach, motherfucker, you ain't a cop. Dumb quick, pump me, stop me like this, I'm H.O.T. Easy, please believe me. Surface on purpose, I'm never nervous. I'm only scared of Jesus. Please, when I squeeze this room and take your life. Under pressure, not me. G-Funk family, still good to be. Yeah, they say American, but not me. Shit from Darrigan, they killing us, dealing us. I'm drilling the room, but wanna bust back. Gives a fuck, rolling in the Cadillac. All black tinted windows, silhouette, leave your chest wetter than a swimming pool. Yeah, I'm from the old school. I'm a motherfucking fool. I just try to rule. Yeah, the old school could be the new school. She say the new 30s. Baby Kurt Knight, a C-walk on you. All Crip City, that's what they ask me. Yeah, I'm from that part from 20s. Soon for niggas like this that couldn't stop me. Plenty MCs and competition is none. Dumb motherfucker, yeah, I keep a fucking gun. I'm only warming up. I don't give a fuck. You better watch your girl, she might get touched.
Okay, OG.
My guy,
Yes,
C-KNGHT.
He just came through with the whole freestyle for y'all.
Hey, real battle MC right there. You know what I mean? He came straight off
Our
the dome.
viewers just got to watch that live.
Just straight up off the
That just
dome
happened,
right there.
y'all.
Though. That's crazy. Hey, good looking, bro.
Salute,
That's
salute.
crazy.
Oh, wow.
Salute,
Thank you
OG.
for that.
Straight up, bro.
Yes, sir.
Straight up.
Now, if you get me on the couch with a Snoop and a Corrupt and and we
Y'all
smoking
could probably
and
go
we just
all
do that.
Right.
day
That's just
long.
what we do.
I ain't even mad at that, man. Hey,
what we do.
That's impressive. You know what I'm saying?
Off the
Impressive.
dome,
Off
y'all.
the top of the dome. I'm like, man, ain't too many MCs that can do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And a lot of
I'm just
people
keep
ain't
on keeping
trying.
100.
Respect to off
Right.
the dome.
Straight up, man. I'm like, that's an art form, man. That's getting lost in the rap game because everybody think of freestyle is something you wrote down.
Yeah,
Right.
but
And that's
that
a
shit
real.
right there just got me signed. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how Warren G signs your boy. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
look,
Wow.
and that's what
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
though. And that's and that right there,
MCs, don't neglect your freestyle skills.
freestyle skills.
Don't be scared.
Okay.
Don't be
Exactly.
scared.
Hey, so look, hey, C-Night, so they got that Big Daddy Kane and that KRS-One coming up,
Yup.
man. What you think, man?
Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One.
Yup.
I was a Big Daddy Kane fan.
Big Daddy Kane?
But
Okay.
I'm a KRS fan too.
Right,
you know,
right,
Shout
for
out to KRS-One.
Knowledge reign.
Had the pleasure of meeting that guy a couple
Word.
of times. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
For sure.
So,
Yeah.
so who you got in the
Who you
verses?
got if you had to pick?
In the verses,
In the verses,
I'm gonna go with KRS-One probably.
Chris.
Okay.
You going-
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Just
I
by a
just think
small
'cause he got
margin.
more-
You know what I'm saying?
I think he took, his music a little further than Big Daddy Kane.
Right.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right,
And Big Daddy Kane kind of slowed down right there. He kept it going.
right,
You know what
right,
I'm saying?
Understand that. I can understand that.
Hey.
Slim
The
on point
versus
with it.
is this weekend.
Right.
Oh, it's going down. I
Hey,
can't
you
wait.
in Vegas now? You a Raiders fan?
Hell no, I'm a Steelers fan.
That's right, for sure.
Hey, look, they all Steelers fans. I'm like,
Yeah,
as
right.
far as I know.
Yeah, we Steelers fans in Long Beach.
Is that why is that?
Absolutely. That's why Snoop wears the
Yeah.
Steelers and things. Yeah,
Really?
it's part of that Crip thing we was talking about.
Right. Yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
I was like, dude, they all Steelers
But
fans.
we actually, I actually grown to love the team too, though. So,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
you
yeah, I'm
got
a
to.
fan
That's right.
also. Got it tatted on my arm right here.
I
Oh,
was
word.
like,
Word.
I'm like, man, they Steelers
That's a
fans.
diehard fan
I
right
already,
there.
Yeah,
I already knew they
diehard.
was. I already knew they was.
Show your
Steelers.
water bottle.
Look, this guy.
Show
he-
your water bottle.
Raider bottle.
I mean, it's all good. It's all good.
And he drunk
It's all
it.
good.
Sponsor.
No doubt.
I'm
No
trying
doubt.
to tell you. I'm trying to tell
Shit,
you.
Raiders losing anyway.
So-
we gotta get it together.
So
Yeah,
C
we
Night,
do
man.
too.
Straight up.
Tell the people where they can reach you at, man.
Y'all can reach me under Kurt Knight on the Facebook. You can reach me under Instagram Dove_Shack_20.
Yes, sir.
You can Google me. You can shit.
We was doing all that
Yeah,
too.
I'm saying.
We was getting it together.
Yeah,
Hold on. Wait, ain't you performing
everywhere.
tomorrow? What you doing tonight?
Yeah,
Oh no, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow, at the Orleans with Warren G, Ice Cube.
Look at that.
You know, you can catch me in Warren G segment. You know, live.
Look,
Giving you
Dang.
that summertime in the LBC thing.
Yes.
Right.
Man.
Straight
You
up.
know what I'm saying?
I'm like, man, I'm trying to be in the house. I might have to see what I got to do to pop out
Dead
tomorrow.
ass. Like, I
You
was
know what I
like,
mean?
yo, that's going on tomorrow? Like,
Yeah,
Straight up.
tomorrow.
Straight
And
up.
I'm also having my first year anniversary being married.
Congrats on
Party
that.
tomorrow.
Congrats.
You know, that's also tomorrow at the 4040.
Woo!
Okay,
wow. You gonna be
Oh,
busy.
y'all should come. Y'all should come tomorrow. You know.
Really?
Y'all free?
Say less.
Say
Y'all
less.
free?
We're
Yeah.
there.
Hey, say less, but speak more of.
Y'all come through. Come
We
through.
will
It's at
come.
the
We will
4040.
be there.
4040 Club Bar, located off Craig.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and shit, pull up.
Yeah.
There y'all go.
Yeah, we definitely gonna pull up, man.
And the
We
party don't start till like 10:30, so you know.
Also, we can come in and
all
we
night.
can make a show. We can come in late.
He said we
Yeah.
sell. You
Absolutely.
is not going.
He trying to get in the club right
Cool
now.
out, Seb. Cool out. Cool out.
Like,
Cool
man,
out.
I might be able to tuck you under my jacket.
You know what? That's all right. Not yet.
I ain't gonna be able to make that one. I'm gonna be on a plane tonight.
This man
That's what's
He
up.
going to
That's what's up.
Bahamas.
is going
No,
to
we're going
Jamaica.
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 I know it's one
Jamaica.
of them islands.
Irie.
That's
What's
what's up.
up,
What's a guan? What?
Something fresh. I'm going to represent the Fifth Element out there.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Get us on some TV screens.
Sounds
Talk to some
fun.
folks.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Big
sir.
shout out
I'm
to
looking forward
Achille
to seeing
Kadana.
that.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
So, man, wonderful episode, man. I love the fact that you came up here and blessed us with your presence. Gave us that killer ass freestyle right now.
Word.
I'm like, man, before we go, I have to shout out my sponsors. You know, Miko, what up, though?
The homie.
Shout
You know
out
what I mean?
Miko.
Miko.
Appreciate you.
BSC Radio, we on every Tuesday and Thursday,
Yes, sir.
7 a.m., 8 a.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Y'all tune in, man. Y'all can hear the live audio.
Black Sin
This
City
right
Radio.
here, Black Sin City Radio. Y'all can hear it anytime. Shout out to Lorraine Lindsay for getting that network deal in this very studio, off this very studio. So I'm like, yo, the mindset is Lorraine. What up, though? You know, shout out. You know, very
Word.
proud of you. Very proud of the work you're doing. All right. And anybody else?
Yeah, I got some. Shout out Wisdom Moon Guidance.
Yeah.
We say that every week. If y'all into tarot and oracle cards, check out Wisdom Moon Guidance on YouTube. She'll
Yes,
get
sir.
y'all right. Ain't nothing spooky about it, none of that. You know what I mean? And
Not
then
at all.
shout out to Barber Q. He got the barber shop on Lake Mead and Jones, 2077 North Jones on the cross street of Lake Mead and Jones. He's
Yes,
getting this
sir.
right. And I'm gonna do something I really don't do. I'm gonna take off this flag real quick.
All
And,
right.
and show
Take out the-
show,
All right,
show
all
the
right.
lineup. Don't
Show
show
them
that.
that- show them that fresh
Yeah, you see that fresh? That's crispy right
Right.
there.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
So-
Your geometry is right, B.
I pull
Right.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Your
So-
right angles is right.
So shout out Q. The barbershop I said is on North Jones, and he's taking all fades over there.
Alrighty,
So,
alright.
hit him up.
I just want to
Hey.
shout out all our subs. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes,
Leave
sir.
Word.
information in the comments how you think you know can add to the show. What you like about the show, how fire
Right.
that freestyle was. Leave
Right.
it all in the comments.
Right.
Yes, sir.
We'll holla
yes,
back.
Hey, man. Shout out to my siblings. Yes. King, my Asia, Dom. Oh, my God. I love y'all. And shout out to my mom. Don't with me. I see you. It's Messiah, too. What up, OG?
I want to give a shout out to. Let me give a shout out to Bluminati,
Illuminati.
Young
Word.
Dev Shack,
Yes, sir.
DJ Deladier, Timeless, Bo Rockin' Two Scoop, Nita P, the rest of the Dove Shack. My album is in stores right now. The Cold Peace Project. Download it. Go to your favorite music store. Get my shit.
Spotify, wherever you get it.
Wherever you
Download
go,
my
whatever,
shit.
whatever platform, you know what I mean?
It's on all of them.
Shout out Chrissy 2 times. She hit me up with this lucky 2-time shirt, you know
Word
what I
up.
mean? Flexing on y'all right
Shout
now,
out,
you know what I mean?
Chrissy.
You know,
What's
Good.
already.
Hey,
So
let me shout out Antonio, the person who called me in the middle of the podcast.
Did he give you some news? Did he give you some
what
news?
did he hit you with, young bug? He hit you with anything? He's just calling, huh?
Shout out Isan. Hi Isan, I know you're watching.
Yo,
And Izara and Bobby.
Look, we're gonna be shouting out for like the next 3 hours or whatever.
Let's
we
wrap
about
it
to
up.
wrap this thing up, man.
Wrap
Look,
it up, B.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Another episode of the Fifth Element Hip Hop. We in the books, baby. Quan, thank you, baby.
Fifth Element.
Hip Hop
Yes,
lives.
sir. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm a brother, I'm a cousin, I'm a uncle, I'm a father, I'm a student, I'm a teacher, I'm a writer, I'm an author, I'm a poet, I'm an artist, I'm a leader, not a baller, I'm a true representation, I'm a midnight marauder, I'm open-minded to learning anything, I'm a starter, I'm an original man, I'm a boss, I'm a caller, I'm the one making the party hotter, well in the water, you can be out of this world, but the music makes me taller. Salutations, 2 fingers together, not a